The Greek Gift is an excellent chess trap and very popular. There's also a fishing pole chess trap. If you don't know what that is, I have a short video on that. You can go check that out. But anyway, what happens when you combine the two? What happens when the Greek Gift and the fishing pole chess trap meet each other? It's kind of like when the Flintstones and the Jetsons met each other. You never would think it would happen, but when it does happen, it's magic, right? Anyway, without further ado, I'm going to show you a game I played a few years back where I accidentally discovered that you can connect these two tactics or two traps together, but it worked on my opponent who was over 1900. So anyway, I've done it plenty of times since. But anyway, let's dive in and let's take a look. A lot of you are probably familiar with the Greek Gift. I'm going to show you a trick I picked up myself as I was just in the midst of playing a game one time over the board of how to reinstate the Greek Gift even when it looks like your opponent either defended it consciously or just by the nature of the position, the Greek Gift doesn't work. A lot of times the Greek Gift comes out of the French defense. And let's just move the pieces around a little bit. Let's say we're castled. There's nothing guarding g5, so we'll bring the queen over here. In this case, the Greek Gift would work. It usually comes out of the French defense, and it's an exchange. It's a sacrifice on h7. We bring the knight in with check, which also allows the queen to come in with tempo, and now we're threatening checkmate. If black tries to run away, we throw a check here first, throw a check, a check, a check, a check, and then we have finally a checkmate. There's different variations of it, but that's the most common one. However, black, a lot of times the position just won't allow it by the nature of the position, or black will intentionally defend it. One of the ways to defend it is simply just to play h6, so you have nothing to grab onto, but a lot of times black will have this square g5 covered, so when the knight comes, it wouldn't work now. If I just came here now, then black would just take my knight, and there you go. So the Greek Gift would not work. However, when it comes to a position like this, which comes up, sometimes, I have a trick I play. And I play here h4. And I actually played this over the board in an over-the-board tournament the first time I ever discovered this, like 7 years ago against like a 1900 rated player. And I won in like under 15 moves, maybe like 15 moves on the dot. It was very quick. And he didn't see it, so I'm sure if he didn't see it, and a lot of players I've done this to since then haven't seen it, it's going to work on players that you're playing. So the whole idea, it's a little tricky. So my opponent in the game, when I played h4, assumed that I was castling queenside and launching a pawn storm at my opponent's king, since that is the strategy when you castle on opposite sides of the board from each other, you will launch the pawns at your opponent's king. So my opponent played a5, thinking that I'm going to castle and he was going to get a head start on the race to the king. However, that was not my idea by playing h4. My idea by playing h4, this is the trick. This reinstates the Greek Gift, and I'm going to show you why. So I'm going to take here, and that's what I played. And after my opponent took, I played knight g5. Now, you'll notice that h4 supports the knight. So when my opponent took, which is what he did, I take back. But not only do I take and not lose a piece, I'm taking with check and opening up the h-file, the rook to my opponent's king, and I have this pawn here now. So now I just play queen h5, threatening checkmate, and the only way to stop it is to move the f-pawn. So my opponent played f5, and now we don't chase the king out in this position. After not g6. After f5, we just simply shut the door, play g6, and there's no way to stop queen h8 checkmate. And that is the trick. Remember that, guys. So if it looks like you don't have the Greek Gift, if you're not castled yet, try to play h4. That will support the knight coming to g5. Once again, a lot of players fall for this. It's a really great idea. If you play a lot of French positions or against a lot of French positions or just positions where the Greek Gift might work, it's worth giving it a shot. And if you like these videos, as always, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I'll catch you next time. Get out there. Go play some chess.